Hi, this is Steve Rowe, Executive Director. Today is Tuesday, October 12th. I'm recording for a video that will be uploaded and available to you on Wednesday, October 13th. Our administrator, Kim Bergen-Jackson, has recorded the last couple of weeks, so thank you to Kim while I have not been available. And I think my voice has finally recovered from the football game on Saturday. I have been going to Iowa football games for a lot of years, and I cannot remember a game that was that loud. So hopefully you heard me yelling here at Oak Knoll. It was great fun. A few things I'm going to update you on today. The COVID, we'll start with the COVID update. I did update case counts for the information that's available to us yesterday. And a little bit of good news there. The average daily case count is slowly decreasing and has been for the last couple of weeks. It is down to just over 43 new cases per day on a daily average, and that's down from most recent peak of we had gotten up to 64 new cases per day on September 21st. So that's definitely trending in the right direction. We hope that trend will continue. The other positive trend is the positivity rate within Johnson County continues to be lower. It is down to 6.3%, and that's down from a peak most recently of 7.7%. So again, the trends are going in the right direction for us here in Johnson County. Across the entire state, there are currently 566 individuals who are hospitalized for COVID, and 152 of them are in intensive care beds. 75% of the hospitalizations and 81% of the people in the ICU beds are not vaccinated. The state site is also reporting that there are 30 outbreaks within long-term care settings, and an outbreak is defined as 3 or more cases of either resident or staff or any combination thereof. So we're very happy and have been fortunate that Oak Knoll has never been listed on the state website as being in outbreak status. We've never had more than one employee at a time be positive. So we're happy with that and hope that will continue. Also, just a reminder, our visitor policy currently, we are allowing visitors. If the visitor is fully vaccinated, you can spend time with your visitor any place in the building. So the common areas are available to you. So restaurants, the community room, any place that you might want to take your visitor. If the visitor is not vaccinated, they need to go straight from the screening kiosk to your apartment. But you are able to have visitors whether they're vaccinated or unvaccinated. So enough about COVID. Well, I guess the next thing is still kind of about COVID. Just a quick clinic reminder, we are doing the first COVID booster shot clinic this coming Friday, October 15th. And that is for individuals who received the Pfizer vaccine only. So if you received the Moderna vaccine, there still is not an approved booster shot for you yet, although that may change as early as this weekend. I apologize, my phone is going off here. I'm going to silence that. So the Moderna people, you received a yellow sheet of paper on October 4th that just basically told you what I just said, that there is not yet a booster. As soon as we have approval for the Moderna booster, we'll arrange with Walgreens for a booster clinic for all of the people who received the Moderna vaccine. For the Pfizer vaccine people, our first clinic is, again, this coming Friday, starting at 9 a.m. and running through 12 noon. Please remember to bring your vaccination card. They will need it to verify that you did, in fact, receive the Pfizer vaccine and to document the third dose or the booster dose that you will be receiving on Friday. So that's going to happen on the main campus this Friday, and it will happen at the East Campus next Friday, October 22nd. So now, seriously, enough about COVID. Next thing I want to talk about is our short stay unit. And we had kind of an unfortunate situation over the last week or so that I just became aware of yesterday. There was an individual who was going in for a planned surgery, and we had known about that individual's surgery for many, many weeks in advance. We at Oak Knoll had been planning to have that person return to our short stay unit for their recovery and rehab, and then return to their apartment when they felt comfortable enough to go home. The unfortunate part is sometimes there are some communication issues as we're working with the hospitals in town, and the particular discharge planner told the resident that Oak Knoll did not have a space for them, and the communication from the discharge planner to Oak Knoll was that the resident had decided to simply go home rather than to come here. So there was miscommunication. We're not 100% sure exactly who said what, but the net result is we had a space for the resident who was depending on us for care. The resident did not get the care in our short stay unit. Instead, they went home because they had been told at the hospital that we didn't have a space for them. So bad situation. And in order to avoid a similar type situation going forward, what we will do is have a card that we'll give to anybody who is going in for a planned surgery like this. If we know about it in advance, we can arrange with you to get you the information that regardless of what the people at the hospital are telling you, if we know about it, we are going to have a space for you. So the card is going to say that you are in fact an Oak Knoll resident and we have a space for you in our short stay unit. Sometimes the discharge planners at the hospitals, they're so used to Oak Knoll being full, and what we mean by being full is that we're not able to accept somebody from outside of the Oak Knoll community. But our promise to you as an Oak Knoll resident is that when you need care, we are here and we will have a space for you. So we plan for that. We try very hard never to be at full capacity because we've got that promise of care out to everybody who might need us tomorrow. So please just be aware that this was a little bit of an unusual situation. If you've heard rumblings about it, we've worked with the resident directly to try to dissect what happened and try, as I mentioned, to prevent that from ever happening to anybody else. And I think we'll end up with a really good outcome that will work for everyone. And we just had a really unfortunate situation here that we've learned from, and we'll move forward. Last thing, I want to provide a little bit of a business update, and before I do that, just a reminder, when we temporarily closed Third on Third restaurant, we made the offer that if somebody would prefer to receive the financial credit on their Oak Knoll bill rather than to get the meal credit, because we weren't able to fully deliver what we said we would offer that financial credit instead of charging for the meal credit and essentially loading up your meal account. That offer is still outstanding. We have not yet been able to reopen Third on Third, and we've needed to make adjustments as we continue to deal with some staffing challenges within dining services in terms of how we deliver our service. So please be aware, if you are not happy with what is happening within dining services and would prefer not to deal with dining services until we get everything resolved and fully staffed, you absolutely can just let us know in the business office that you'd prefer to get that $140 per person financial credit on your next Oak Knoll bill, and we just won't fund your meal account. So be aware that that is always an option. last thing I'll talk about, it's like a business update. As of today, we are currently at 32% of our entrance fee sales goal for the fiscal year. The fiscal year started July 1st. It will end June 30th of 2022. So by the end of October, we will be 1/3 of the way through the fiscal year. So we should be at 33% of our plan to be right on pace. We're already at 32%, and I absolutely believe that there's at least one more contract that we will sign between now and the end of October, which is going to put us pretty significantly ahead of our plan pace for entrance fees. So thank you for all of the referrals that you've sent my way. Retha and I have been very busy doing lots of prospective resident appointments and talking with lots of people. That's always a good thing for us, and ultimately, it will result in occupied apartments at some point down the road. So we're doing well, and we still have the opportunity to do even better. There continue to be 6 or 7 apartments available at East. There's actually 7 right now that don't have a contract on them, but one of them is on hold. So we've got opportunity at East with nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartments. We also still have a couple of George building apartments that are 2-bedroom, 2-bath, nice spaces. And we have one Benton Street apartment that is a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So there are some larger apartments available. If you know of anybody who's been on the wait list or hasn't got on the wait list because they think it's too long, we still have opportunity, and we'd love to talk with them. I think that's enough for now. Hope you're all having a great week, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye.